on St. Patrick's Day. What have you got in store?
Yeah, really excited. 7 o'clock on Paddy's Day. It's my Paddy's Day virtual experience. And it's a fully family-friendly magic and mentalism show. I did one on Valentine's, which sold out. This one's also nearly sold out. But ultimately, you know, it's an experience where you can bring the family together. And I have what I call macro effects, which are effects that work with everybody who's going to turn up on the night. And then we pull people up at random. I perform brain hacks, magic tricks on them. So yeah, a lot of fun and very different from my live shows because, as you know, like my live shows are technically over 16 because of the content. So this is a time when you can bring the family together for a magic show like times of old. And yeah, all the materials brand new. So really excited, you know.
That is excellent.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Paddy's Day, it's going to be a lot of fun. Will you give us a flavour of what we can expect, Keith?
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the idea. Look, I've been down there a bunch of times and I've kind of hacked into your brains, and I thought it was only fair that today we'll do reverse mind reading. So you're going to try and hack into my brain. I thought that'd be interesting. So I brought a suitcase along here. It's a brand new suitcase. It's never been used. There's not a scratch on this. And it's a year old, which is kind of sad if you think about it. And I've got a brand new luggage tag here. I'm going to take the luggage tag off, okay? And I'm just going to hang the luggage tag there. I want that to kind of stay in full view. So you can see it there. So Oonagh, we'll start with you. If you were to send me on holidays right now, if you were to send me on holidays with a celebrity, and you could hack my brain right now and figure out what celebrity I would want to go on holidays with, who would you send me on holidays with right now?
Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver, the chef.
I don't know why that came into my head.
Just so we're clear, not like J-Lo, not like Halle Berry, you know, but Jamie Oliver. Got it. Okay, well, I'm actually gone crazy into the cooking since COVID began, and I am a fan of Jamie Oliver's, and I do a huge amount of barbecue. And Aidan, if you were to imagine that you could shoulder surf me, which means peek over my shoulder and look into my phone, and if you were to imagine that you just caught a glimpse of my phone and I had Jamie Oliver's telephone number in my phone and you saw the last 3 digits. Aidan, what do you think of the last 3 digits of Jamie Oliver's telephone number?
737.
Ooh, I just got a shiver there. 737. This is crazy. Okay, Jamie Oliver, 737. And then Oonagh, where would you send me and Jamie Oliver right now with that grey suitcase? Just the two of us. Where would you send us?
Ibiza came into my head.
Ibiza, yeah, for a bit of a rave maybe, or maybe I'll go to the quiet part of Ibiza, you know, the
hippies,
spa, the hippie kind of area, yeah. So here's my question to you both: are you happy that that information came from your own mind, or do you believe it might have come from my mind?
Oonagh?
I think it came from your mind.
Well, let's take a look. This luggage tag has been in full view the whole time. If I open this up, Oonagh, and if you read out loud exactly what it says to me, please.
Okay, it says Jamie Oliver, 737 Ibiza. Oh my sweet divine mother of Judas. How did you do that? That is incredible.
Laminated. That's laminated inside my luggage tag. Like it's really inside there.
That's incredible, Keith.
Yeah, I am a big fan of Jamie Oliver. I'd love to go on holidays with him. He'd be great crack. A couple of beers, he could cook. You know, we could go on a 737, Aidan, you know what I'm saying? And we could have a little rave.
Like I had a different number in my head and I changed it at the last minute.
That is crazy.
Here's another quick thing for you. Do you know, Aidan, this is a question for you. Do you know what the #1 toy was in 1980 at Christmas time? #1 toy, 1980.
Transformers.
Good guess, but wrong. It was actually one of these. It was sitting up here, Rubik's Cube. This was the #1 toy in 1980. Now, the interesting thing about a Rubik's Cube is there are 43 quintillion variations to a Rubik's Cube. Now, what that means is, if I was to turn the cube 1 turn per second, well, that's obviously 60 turns per minute. That's 3,600 turns per hour. That's 86,400 turns per day. What that really means is, if I was to turn the cube 1 turn per second, since before time even began, because there's 43 quintillion variations, I still would not have turned it 43 quintillion times. But here's the even stranger thing. Every cube can be solved in less than 20 moves. So, Oonagh, you get to decide. Do you want to mix it, or do you want Aidan to mix it? Virtually, of course.
I want Aidan to mix it.
All right, Aidan, you're going to mix it. If you were here, you would mix it with your own hands, but I've got to mix it for you. So I'll mix until you say stop, and you just make sure you're happy that it's fully mixed. So I'll close my eyes even. So tell me when to stop.
Okay, stop.
Okay, make sure. Are you happy that it's mixed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It wouldn't even matter too much anyway, because I'm not going to try and solve this. I mean, I've been at these 40 years and I can't really solve them anyway. Oonagh. You've got to try and solve it.
You're asking the wrong lady.
Well, you nominated Aidan to mix it, so now you have to try and solve it. So, Oonagh, I said every cube can be solved in less than 20 moves, and that's true. And I know by studying this, this can actually be solved in 4 moves, 4 exact moves, and this will be fully solved. I have ultimate faith in you, Oonagh. Ultimate faith that you're going to solve this. So I'll close my eyes. Do you want to start at the top, bottom, front, back, left, right, or middle?
Middle.
Do you want to go forwards or backwards?
Backwards.
How many moves?
7.
7, which is the same as 3 if you think about it, but I'll do it 7 times anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have to move this forward 7, so it's only in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's move number 1 done. All right, top, bottom, front, back, left, right, or middle?
Oh, God. Middle.
Forwards or backwards? Middle again?
Forwards.
Okay, how many moves?
3.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's the middle, forward 3 times. Okay, our third move. Top, bottom, front, back, left, right, or middle?
Top.
Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
How many moves?
6.
Which is the same as 2, but we'll do it 6 times anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 moves. 1 move left, Oonagh.
Okay. I really. All right, 1 move left.
Top, bottom, front, back, left, right, or middle?
Front.
Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
How many moves?
3.
1, 2, 3. 43 quintillion variations. And in just 4 moves, Oonagh solved nothing.
Oh, no, I messed it all up. I knew I would.
Oonagh, did it look like it was solved at any stage?
I wasn't looking. I was trying to concentrate.
Oh, wait, stop. Oh my God. Oonagh. Pre-conscious processing is the processing of information through your subconscious peripheral vision. In a mouthful, that means we see things sideways sometimes. Did you notice back here that there was another Rubik's Cube?
No.
Yeah, look.
Did you even see that Rubik's Cube up there?
No, I didn't see the Rubik's Cube up there.
Check this out. Oonagh, you're not going to believe this. Look. You matched my cube.
Oh my God. I matched your cube.
But Oonagh, you didn't just match it on one side. Oonagh, here's the crazy thing. You matched it on 2 sides. Oonagh, you didn't just match it on 2 sides. Oonagh, you matched it on 3 sides. Oonagh, you didn't just match it on 3 sides. Oonagh, you matched it on 4 sides and 5 sides and 6 sides. That's 43 quintillion times 43 quintillion times. Oonagh, you're an absolute genius.
I'm a genius. Oh my God, that's amazing. I really thought I'd messed it up.
It's so good. So good. You are unparalleled in what you do. You truly are the best.
Incredible.
Blowing our mind as ever. So in your own time, Keith, it is over to you.
So everyone should have their pendulum now, which is simply a weight at the bottom of a string or a shoelace. Now, I need you to hold your pendulum like this. So hold it in your right hand. So it's just draped over your first finger and it's just dangling down like so. Make sure it's nice and steady to begin with. Now, I want you to imagine that you've got a superpower. Imagine you've got a superpower. And in your mind, I want you to stare at your pendulum and just imagine the pendulum moving backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. In your mind, tell that pendulum to move backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And you can see it's starting to move. I can see Oonagh's is starting to move. I can see Aidan's is starting to move there. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And now as you stare at your pendulum, imagine it moving in circles and watch what happens. It begins to start to move in circles. Imagine it moving in circles, circular, and the circle getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Do it now. Imagine it moving in circles and now just stop the pendulum. Stop the pendulum. Good. Okay, now we need to calibrate your pendulums because pendulums were used by psychics many years ago to figure out the sex of unborn babies and questions that you might want to be answered. But first of all, we need to figure out, for you to be different than everybody else, what way the pendulum moves for yes and what way the pendulum moves for no. So let's calibrate our pendulums. So steady your pendulum, put your left hand underneath the pendulum just like this, good. And just in your mind or out loud, just say to the pendulum, is my left hand underneath the pendulum? Is my left hand underneath the pendulum? And then just watch what the pendulum does. Mine is going backwards and forwards, but yours could go in circles or backwards and forwards or side to side. And of course, if you've asked the pendulum, is that my left hand underneath the pendulum is now answering yes. So remember that that is yes for you. Good. Now stop the pendulum And now put your left hand underneath again and ask the pendulum, is this my right hand underneath the pendulum? And notice what the pendulum does. So for me now, this time it's moving in circles. It'll be different for you and different for everybody. Now that is your no response. So you must remember that that is your no response. And here's where this gets just a little bit spooky. I want you to think of a question in your life that you want answered. This could be perhaps the sex of an unborn baby. It could be to do with career, wealth. I would avoid health. So career, wealth, love, whatever it is, think of a question you want answered. It could be to do with money. And now make sure the pendulum is nice and still. Now just focus on the pendulum. You can relax your left hand. And whatever that question is, ask the pendulum the question that you want answered. And notice the response of the pendulum. Mine is moving backwards and forwards. So it's very exciting. I know exactly the answer the pendulum is giving me. Now notice yours moving too. And I know it's spooky. Don't freak out too much. But if it's yes or if it's no, it's so important. This is your internal response to your own question. This is the answer that you have been seeking. And if your pendulum moved at all, and especially if it gave you a response, yes or no, let us know now. Let Aidan and Oonagh know.
iRadio. Live life louder.